Good evening from Galactic Public Radio and Anceeth. I'm Spencer McDunn, and these are the top headlines from around the known galaxy. The galactic community is left reeling from the terrorist attacks on 9 starports. For the latest, we go to Smooth Furnace in the Sol system.
Thanks, Spencer. The response to the attacks on starports throughout the galaxy has been in turns heartwarming, heart-wrenching, and heartburn-inducing. In heartwarming news, the Pilots Federation has completed evacuations in 8 of the 9 stations, with the Sol system lagging behind. Commentators are blaming the excess security caused by the death of the federal vice president in that attack. Heart-wrenchingly, the death toll has exceeded 500,000 innocent civilians, with that number expected to rise over the coming week. Despite the continued efforts of relief ships, many more victims will likely succumb to their injuries and add to that grisly total. And in news that will cause security consultants and ordinary citizens heartburn, no one has any idea how the Neo-Marlinist Liberation Army is circumventing station security to deploy their caustic bombs. Centuries of experience in controlling access to sensitive areas, as well as explosive detection and tamper-proofing sensors, is being questioned even now. Nervous space station administrators are going to be eating fistfuls of antacids until those questions are answered. From the Sol System for Galactic Public Radio, I'm Smooth Furnace.
Thanks, Smooth. Security experts remain concerned about the baffling rise of the NMLA terrorist cell. The change from fringe imperial activist troublemakers to interstellar political destabilizers in the space of a few months is a deeply concerning accomplishment. While targeted assassinations and prison assaults are troubling, they are nothing new in imperial politics. However, the willingness to attack civilian starports with weapons of mass destruction is a technological and ideological leap that few groups have made. And the question on everybody's mind is, who's paying for all this? While imperial propaganda has been hinting at Federation funding and support of NMLA in the past, the death of Vice President Brad Mitchell and several members of the cabinet have made this less likely. With Alliance starports also falling victim, suspicion is now focusing on corporate sponsorship, as they are the next most likely source of funding. Finally, in local news, Guard Frequency Response Deputy Assistant Director Richard Clemens has announced an investigation into the disaster preparedness of mining facilities throughout the Anceeth system. In statements to GPR, Clemens said, quote, "Our public service announcement was well received and had an unexpected side benefit. It appears that many of our local mining companies were operating on outdated and improper assumptions regarding worker safety and disaster priorities. We want to thank Dharma Mining Company for their help in uncovering these issues. Their cooperation in bringing this to light will be considered as mitigating circumstances when their penalties are being calculated." End quote. Until the next turn of the world, for Galactic Public Radio, I'm Spencer McDunn. Good night.